Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video from the Goma Goma No Talk podcast. We're just gonna do we have a fun little video we're gonna do today. I'm
Mhm.
your host Lyle, and we're here with me is Austin. Say what's good, Austin.
What's up, lads?
What's up? So today we're doing a tier list video. Actually,
Yes.
we're doing a tier list of the biggest ore
Specifically,
farmers.
Aura. And we kind of did this
Aura.
before, but we wanted to make this a separate video, and also we added a lot of characters, especially since in the most recent chapters of the manga, like characters have just started popping off. So I felt like it was kind of
Okay.
appropriate to redo this list.
So let's talk about what does aura even mean,
Yes.
right? Like what would you say?
Okay.
Like
My
I
my
don't know how
definition
to.
of aura is, you know, let's say there's some characters in the setting. When this person enters, like the reaction of all the characters, is like
Yeah,
kind of defines the aura. Um
I think it's like just how cool you look, and like there could be like other things that could like make yourself
yeah,
to give more
obviously
aura,
like
right? Like,
strength gives you like is a big factor, like the strong characters.
oh, I feel like I feel like aura is like carried by like nonchalantness of things, right? Just how easy things are, man. Like, cause I feel like you could be strong,
Mm,
right? Like you could be like Whitebeard's son. What's his name? Weevil.
Weevil.
You could be like Weevil, but I
Yeah,
feel like he has no aura.
that is true. That is
Just
true.
negative aura. But like
Or is it just so
it's
happened
it's
that like
it's
all the strong characters are just nonchalant, like the super
yeah,
strong.
and aura I think is a spectrum, you know.
Hmm.
And it's I feel like we're talking so much about aura, but it's like, I mean, that's the video, right?
Yeah.
But like I feel like when I think about aura, I all I can give is examples, you know.
Hmm.
For example, if you guys watch basketball, SGA, or if you watch or anime, right? Other anime is like Piccolo is an aura farmer. Crazy. I don't know if you watched Dragon Ball, Austin, but
I mean, I have,
Piccolo
but
Piccolo's an aura farmer. He's
I
an
mean,
aura
just that
merchant.
one clip of him is just aura farming.
Just like chilling on top of that. I don't even know what it was. He was just like looking out to the fucking. Yeah, no,
Hmm.
he's like Kakashi. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot
Yeah.
of aura farmers in these shows, and there's a lot of One Piece characters. So I figured,
Hmm.
let's put them on a tier list. And how this tier list is gonna work is we're just gonna rank them S, A, B, C, and F. Obviously, if you guys watch other tier list videos on one of ours as well on our channel, S is the highest you can go, and it goes down by rank. We
Yes.
see an S plus three because at the end we're gonna just do a top three based off the ones we picked on S tier,
Hmm.
and this is the de facto. No,
Yes.
no other aura tier list is gonna do better than this. This is de
Yeah.
facto the one
Yep.
canon. All right.
Hmm. No. So I
Um.
guess we can just start right here. We got a lot of characters to go through. So
Okay.
we can
You
just
want to
start
just
off with
pick
the
one out
first
of
on
the
the
hat, or
list.
are we gonna order?
No, I think
Are we
we could
we're
just
going
go in
first or last?
order.
Okay.
Kizaru, I'm
Um.
thinking
Damn.
out of the, I guess, like the admirals, I, I I mean, he's definitely at least A, but I'm just wondering if I would put him at the bottom of S, because and it goes back to what you said. Like this guy, out of all the admirals, is definitely the most nonchalant.
Yeah. But the thing is you could be nonchalant and look like an idiot. Like
I
it's a
know,
double-edged sword, and it's
but I also think that
like
whenever, like, especially in the anime or manga, whenever this guy comes into the frame or like scenes, like everyone is just like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And that's what
yeah,
I kind of defined as Oro. Was like when this character enters like the room or like whatever setting, it's just like um kind of like if all the characters start sweating, I think that's Aura.
yeah. But in a room full of aura farmers, does he stand out?
I
When you
think
look at
right
that,
now we should
when
put
you
him
look
at
at
A, and like baseline. We kind of have to create a
guys,
baseline.
we have to set the standard because, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, like for example, during the Marineford arc, right? I
Mm-hmm.
was more scared about Kizaru and Aokiji. I'm not gonna lie. He has been out aura'd farmed. He got mogged. doing Marineford, and it's like,
He did get
and
mugged.
he was. It's not like he was getting like his ass beat or anything. He was just getting
Mhm.
mugged, just natty.
Yeah, but then,
And we're talking about
but right after that, you got to think like Sabondi, you know, like as
oh
soon
yeah,
as he walked up, everyone was just like, it's GG, you know,
yeah.
it's all over for
But
everybody.
but but at that point he's just he's being a farmer because it's like no one else in that. No, there was no one else to compete with.
Yeah, no, that
But
whole arc was just him farming aura the entire time.
yeah, so I'll say A. That
Okay,
we need
I
to
think
set the
we
standard,
need to
and
set the standard, and I think A is fine for him right now.
yeah.
Um,
So next
we
is
have a
our boy
Green
Green
Bull.
Bull.
I'm not a big fan of
Green
him.
Bull. See, now this is a very good example of just because you have a lot of strength
Power,
and you're
yeah,
one of the strongest people in the verse does not mean you have aura. My boy Aramaki, I'm gonna call him by his actual name.
yeah.
He,
But I've also never
I'd
seen
say
this
he's a
guy
B.
win a fight. Like, yeah, I'm down to put a B.
I think how he portrayed himself in Wano lost a lot of aura, and he's just like an Aokiji clone. Like, you know what I mean?
I think
I mean,
Aokiji's way better.
yeah.
Yeah, I think B is.
Aokiji. Well, I'm sorry.
Wait, who?
What was the other? I was thinking of some. I was thinking about the other. Akainu. My bad. I'm so
Akainu,
sorry. I'm so fucking
yeah.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. Akainu. He's just an Akainu clone, and it's like you can't even copy. Like you can't even create your own swag, bro.
You
Like,
know,
come on, man.
no,
Like,
I think
nah.
B is very fitting. He's strong, but he doesn't
Yeah.
have aura. You know.
All right.
Okay,
Kobe.
Kobe.
Post time skip. Where
Post
he's
time
at right
skip.
now.
Yeah, he kind of has some aura now.
Just some aura, but it's not. But he's getting that. But it's
Mhm.
like I think if we're giving out awards, most improved aura, it would actually be Kobe because
Yeah,
he would have gone from an F to I think a
he's on
B.
that honorable mentions list. You know.
I
No,
think he's a
I
B
think
to
he's
be
top of
honest.
B. He has more aura than who? Green Bull,
Yeah,
or
Green
at least
Ball.
right now.
See now we
Okay.
got the boy Akainu,
Hmm.
uh,
Where do you
the
think
Red
this guy
Dog.
deserves to be?
I think it goes to S tier, bro.
Yeah,
Because I just,
I
but
agree
like
with that.
you know what, man? I feel like he'd be a low S because
Yeah,
ever since the time skip, he hasn't been doing shit.
I know.
They
He's
call him
just
they 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 have a nickname for him. They call him stand at the D desk.
yeah,
That's all he does. Stand at the desk.
yeah. He doesn't really do like we haven't seen him do honestly much besides just take calls at like the HQ. You
Take
know?
calls.
No,
Take calls.
literally.
Yeah.
Okay, I think bot like
Um
low S is like where he belongs. Okay, Rob Lucci, dude. I think, uh, I mean, like
Robert Lucci.
B C. Like what are we thinking? You know,
He was really cool
he was
in
cool.
NS Lobby.
Yeah, Water Seven, but
But we got introduced to actually a lot cooler characters. And I'm not
mm,
gonna lie, man, the leopard shit thing he got going on, kinda lame. Just kidding, that shit's pretty cool.
I
But
thought Water Seven was
like
actually really
his
cool.
his bird is pretty fucking cool though. I'm
Yeah.
just hating. I'm trying to hate so hard, but I think he goes in B,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Low B.
Below Aramaki. Yeah,
Yeah, I think low
below
B. He did get clowned on in Egghead.
yeah. So now we got Nosjuro. This
Oh,
is
okay.
one of the
This is
five
S.
elders. Yeah,
I
he's
think
S tier.
out of the
Because
elders, dude, this guy, his devil fruit is
he
actually
has the most aura.
so cool.
So
And he's also a sword user. I
before
think if you're a sword user, it kind of gives you some
yeah,
aura.
that's aura. So the thing about this Juro is that like even before we figured out like what like what the elders even do, like in terms of like their powers, like I feel
Mhm.
like as a watcher, like I'm just like when I look at him, I'm like dude, he's definitely the strongest one out of these
Well, yeah,
motherfuckers,
because he
right?
has
Like
his like his katana,
that
you
bald
know.
ass head.
And,
And
I
I
mean, he
think it's
has a
because he
bald
also
head and a katana.
and I also think it's because he doesn't wear like he's the group leader. He doesn't wear suits.
Yeah,
He wears a robe, and it's just like
he's the
he's
one. He
him.
stands out when you look at like all of the Gorosei or
Yeah.
the elders.
So
So I
the
think S. Um,
next one we got Saint Topman War Curie. He's got the boar.
the boar fruit. Mm,
Yep.
I
I don't know
mean,
what you think, bro. I think he's pretty. I think he's pretty. I think that mustache is sick. You know what I'm
you
saying?
think?
So I think so.
I'm
hundred
trying to think
percent.
of like what he did. Like what have we seen of him? Because again, we've only ever really seen like a little bit out of
He got
the
attacked by
Gorosei.
he was mainly fighting I think Dorian Broggy
Yeah.
when they were fighting an Egghead. But like I actually really fucked with the boar Devil
Really?
Fruit or his
I
his
think
his
out of the
transformation.
five, it's definitely on the upper end. I thought that was kind of
No,
cool.
I think he's like mid. Like out of the five, I
Really?
think he's
What do you
mid.
think?
I'll say who I think the second coolest one is when we get to him.
Okay.
But hold on, I just dropped my phone. I'll pick it up later. But yeah, I think he goes in low A or B, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Low A or B?
What do you think?
Um, I would put him at low A for now.
Okay.
I think low A
So
is good. Okay.
yeah, now we got
Gunko. Gunko.
some current people. I'm not gonna give the emu transformation any
Oh,
credit to
I
her
was gonna
because
say, does
it's
that give her
not.
more or less aura, or
No,
is that not
it
factored?
doesn't change. It does not change anything.
Okay.
Gunko. I think Gunko's Devil Fruit is pretty cool,
Mhm.
but I also feel like out of the other two, she's definitely cool. She's definitely cooler than Saint killing him.
Yeah,
But I really fuck with
less
Summers.
than
Summers is really
Summers. Yeah, I
funny.
agree with that.
Summers is really cool. I like Summers. I'm gonna say, in
What are you
terms of aura
thinking?
though, I'll say like a B.
I like top of
Like,
B or what?
I
Since she's a holy
in
knight.
between Kobe and my boy Aramaki.
Really?
Not my
Okay.
boy.
Oh my
Um,
God. Okay, so next we have
Smokers
Smoker.
is
What? C?
Smokers C for Smoker.
Yeah,
Like, dude,
C for Smoker.
I'm just
You know,
yeah.
we haven't. Well, I don't even remember. When was the last time we even saw him? Do you remember?
When's the last time we saw him win a fight? Besides like what Luffy
Yeah,
before hockey?
actually true.
Like Luffy before Gears.
Yeah. So
This
yeah,
is what
he
we're
goes C,
basing. Yeah, no.
but he is a decent character, so that's where I think
Actually,
C.
he did beat Luffy at Marineford, right?
Mhm.
Um, I think so. Yeah, and he did have Gears at that point. But nah, man.
Okay,
And then
yeah,
after that, post time skip, he's just been getting his ass beat every single time. No,
pretty
he's
much.
I
So
see.
C for
So
Smoker. Okay, then next we got Saturn.
Saint
Ugh,
Saturn. Um,
I mean,
you know,
obviously after Egghead, this guy gets he loses some aura. I felt like it was
he
weird
loses all.
because out of the five elders, because he's the first one that gets introduced, it almost seems like he has the most aura initially because like there's so much mystery around him and like his introduction, but then you know after everything that after Kuma punches him, he definitely loses some.
Yeah. I
So, but I still think he's a pretty cool
I think
character.
the way he went out was pretty
Mhm.
bad. Was pretty sad.
Yeah.
He's
Also,
just like
yeah, that was terrible.
he's like trying to like I guess like yeah, you're dying, but it's like the way he went out like it was like you like blaming the other admirals and stuff, and then
Hmm.
just like Emu's like you didn't fucking complete what I'm fucking asking you to do, you dumb bitch, and then snap like that. Like, dude, he had one job, bro.
Yeah.
He let Egghead happen. He
True.
let nah
It's crazy because you could
because now
say
he's
him
getting
and
clowned.
yeah.
He's getting
So
clowned. He's getting clowned. He's
where do
the
you
first
think?
person out of those elders that
Mhm.
got replaced. I think he goes in B
Okay.
because like we still gotta put respect like low B though, but
Yeah.
we still gotta put respect.
I mean, I think he's
I think
definitely here.
yeah
What do you think?
because I agree there because we
I
still gotta
did
put
think
respect.
his devil fruit was pretty cool, the spider, but also maybe because I'm biased because we saw it in the anime, but it looked terrifying in the
I didn't
anime
like.
at
I'm not a
least.
fan. I think the spider is my least favorite one. I'm
Really?
not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, that's a whole
Yeah,
separate video that we might have to do.
yeah.
It's to rank it them.
Um.
Okay. So next,
Next we have
Saint
My
Summers.
boy
So
Saint
I mean
Summers.
we both talked about it. We both really like Summers. He's at least A.
Yeah.
So like where what do you think?
I think out of all the Holy Knights that we've introduced so far, aside from Shamrock, he's
Yeah,
probably the one I'm scared of the most. Um,
He's
I'd say
also,
he's an
but
A.
I think he's an A. Where an A? Middle here,
Below
or above?
Warcury, I think.
Okay, because he's also
But
very goofy as a character. You know what I mean?
yeah,
In which I
it's a
don't know,
very
does that
he's
like take away aura or does that add to it? You know, but he like we can
so
tell he's really strong, but he's also goofy as hell.
so there's character like the thing is like aura. It's since it's
A
like a force, you
spectrum.
know. It's a spectrum, and it's like as long as you don't look stupid, like you can be goofy. Like Luffy is goofy, but he has aura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he could be in a fight and just talk about
Dude,
meat,
but also
and it'd
Luffy
be because it's
locks in
Luffy.
though. Like Luffy does lock in third fights.
Yeah, but he still
Like
says
he
some
gets
stupid shit when
serious.
he's locked in.
Yeah, that
He
is
still
true.
says stupid shit when he's locked in though.
But
But that's
then
the
there's
thing.
yeah.
Tate Summers does the same thing. But he's like he's more kind of an asshole. But it's like, hey, it's his job.
Mhm.
I'd
Okay.
say say.
Okay.
Now
I
my
agree with that.
boy,
Okay, yeah, we got Shamrock. I'm
you got
thinking like
Shamrock.
low bottom of S right now, like in terms of where what we have right now. When
I'm not
this
gonna
guy
lie.
pulled up,
I think
dude. Ooh, dude, I felt
he
like
loses aura
for what
based off his name. I think
Shamrock.
Shamrock could have been it could have been cooler name. But you know what? I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It's
The
growing on
character
me.
is pretty cool, and also I'm not gonna lie, his weapon
His
is
Devil Fruit's
pretty sick.
badass.
Yeah,
His Devil Fruit is fucking
or
badass.
his I guess
I'd say
is that his devil fruit or his weapon? Like you know what I mean?
his weapon. His weapon.
Okay. So
But
what
he's the
I
one who
think
can
is
control. Yeah, that's an S tier.
S. Bottom
That's
of S
a.
right now in terms of what we have. I think is good.
I think like the thing is with him, it's like he has a lot of potential too, man. It's like,
Hmm.
dude, like he could have. Man, we'll definitely see more later of him. But I think it's
Hmm.
kind of funny that he's probably gotten more lines already than Shanks has ever had
Yeah,
since you know. But yeah, I feel
that is
like
kind of funny. But I also felt like it was very
the
short lived. We saw him, and then like literally what 2 3 chapters later, he's like, I gotta go. I was like, bro, you just got here.
yeah.
You know, literally you just got here and you already gotta go. So we haven't seen much,
So
but he does have aura.
the next one is my boy Peter.
Yes, and he has
Uh,
the sandworm fruit.
yeah, that's like that's one of my favorite ones. I actually
I
really
like
like
this
this one.
one. I thought this was pretty cool.
Yeah, the sandworm is fucking sick. I love Jupiter. I saw a theory video that he might be a traitor within the elders,
Oh really?
which I am interested to see how it plays out. It was more so speculation
I was
because
gonna say, I
it was
wonder
like
what they use like bases like to base that off of, you know,
so
because we haven't really seen
it
much from
was
them.
it was all based off that like out of whenever there's a group in One Piece, there's always one guy that's like that betrays everybody, right?
Hmm.
It's like if you think about the warlords, there's always like one of them that's like betray. Like you think it's like Boa Hancock or something, or like or Jinbei that ends up helping, or like I don't know. It's
uh,
like, and then there's like the scabbards, and then there's what's his face? Who's the guy that could draw? What was his name again? We'll get to him later.
Kyojuro? No. Was it
Conjure, or no,
Kanjuro? Yeah.
yeah, and it's like I think like there was more examples about like certain people, and like I think there was a I can link you the video when I get a chance, but it was like there was some evidence that supported it, but I'm just like I do think he's like one of the more interesting ones aside from Najiro
I
though.
also like
He's definitely more
his look.
interesting.
He
Yeah,
looks
his look
like
is cool.
pretty cool.
I love his power.
Hmm.
I'd say he's bottom A at the moment.
Bottom A or
Yeah.
top of A? Less than Workery
I'll
or
okay above Workery, my
okay.
bad.
Because
And see,
I think his Devil Fruit is cooler than the the boar for some reason. I don't know.
um
I think it's pretty unique.
so
The sandworm. Okay,
now we
Saint
got our
killing him.
Sink killing it.
See, this is the point.
His
This is what you
numbers.
mean. Like, no, I don't think this guy has any aura for some reason.
Really, I think
He
actually
has aura because he's a holy
he
knight, but I feel like from his
yeah.
character and what we've seen of him, it's just like not much, you know.
He's more of like a support character, I
Yeah,
feel
he
like.
just seems like a support, and I feel like he has. I
But
mean,
but
besides his
you
devil
can't
fruit,
knock it
like he
on him
hasn't
just
done much.
you can't knock it on him just because he's a support. But
Mhm.
I mean dude, his stuff for putting in mad work right now.
I mean, it is.
A lot of indeed a lot of work. But I do agree. Out of the Holy Knights we've been introduced so far, he definitely is the one that has the least amount of aura.
Mhm.
He just looks like a silly little dragon,
Yeah,
but
he looks
at
pretty
the same
goofy, and
time,
I don't know why when I read his dialogue, like the voice that I have for him in my head sounds so goofy.
yeah. But I'd say he's at the bottom. No, I'd say he's
Somewhere in
above
B.
Green Bull. I'd
Yeah,
say he's
I was gonna
above
say
Green Bull.
somewhere middle B here, right
Yeah.
here. I think that's good. Oh,
Um.
okay.
Next, we've got our
Aokiji,
boy Kuzan. Kuzan Aokiji.
dude.
Um.
I mean, this guy has aura, dude.
He was the first admiral we were ever introduced to.
And also
He's
like one of the craziest, like in the beginning, one of like the most OP double fruits that we've ever seen. You
yeah.
know, I mean, even now, like the fact that he's on Blackbeard's crew, I feel like
But
every
hey, is
time
he
we see
really
this
even on
guy,
Blackbeard? Is he really on Blackbeard's crew?
that's the
That's
real
the question.
question, you know.
He has a very mysterious vibe going on with
Hmm.
him. He has the
But I feel like that adds to
mysterious,
his aura, right? Because they're.
yeah, troubled child.
Mhm.
Yeah, I fuck with him, and it's
Mhm.
also too, man. It's like he's pretty goofy too, right?
Mhm.
When he
He can
can
be
be,
goofy sometimes,
um,
yeah.
and he plays it off, but it's like when we first see him, like it was just like, holy shit, this motherfucker is gonna be, he's gonna fucking, he's the first admiral like we ever see him. It actually just shows how far off we are
Mhm.
within everybody in the verse, right?
Agreed.
At that point of the story, um, I'll say he's an S tier, man.
No, I
I think
agree.
out of the
He's as
original three, he has the more than what's his face
Akainu. Akainu.
no, not Akainu. He has more than, it's debatable
Oh,
more than Akainu, but he definitely has more than. How did I forget the other
oh,
admiral's name?
Kizaru.
Because our no,
Yeah, but my question is more or less than Akainu, because dude, like they're pretty close in my head for
I
me,
think it's more than Akainu.
right? Okay.
Definitely,
I think
yeah,
especially after the last fight between him and Garb, we
yeah.
can see
That was
like
really
this
fucking
guy
cool, man.
that was
Sick.
sick. Okay, next
Yeah.
we got Kaku. Do you remember his epithet? Oh, what is it? Of the wind? No, was that?
Was it of the wind?
I think it was of the wind or something. It was like some really goofy
Mountain wind.
mountain wind. That's what it was. Okay, F.
Yeah.
First off,
He's yeah. Dude, he has so much potential. I thought he was really cool until we saw his double fruit.
dude,
And then his double fruit is like, dude, I like giraffes. Well, how about
yeah,
that?
dude, I saw this video recent or like this explanation video recently about like Devil Fruit awakenings and like why, like characters like Kaido never like awakened their Devil Fruit, but like other characters like awakened their Devil Fruit, and it's just like because like the Devil Fruit chooses the user and like the bond and stuff, or like
You tell me, yeah,
the
I saw
stuff.
that. You tell me he has
This
the
guy,
same morals as a fucking
yeah, this
giraffe?
guy just wanted to be a giraffe, bro, and has like everything aligns with him in his giraffe. I was like, okay, yeah, like this video
Yeah,
was just
yeah,
like the comments were
that's not
so
good.
funny, but yeah, this guy is going straight to F. Okay,
Let's go to Vegapunk.
Vegapunk. See, I feel
I
like
think
they built this character since very early on in the show. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure when they first introduced like this character, but he was shrouded in mystery for the longest time. We'd always hear about him. Um, you know, super scientific, technologically advanced, very mysterious, very very mysterious. And then we meet him,
yeah,
and it's just like, bro, this guy's goofy as hell. So,
yeah.
which
I
was kind of like a contrast, but I really like this character.
yeah.
It's kind of
I'm a
hard for
big
me.
fan.
Because
I
I
am
think the
definitely a big
fact that
fan.
he was shrouded in mystery for the longest time, for like, I don't even know, like more than 1,000 episodes. I mean, 1,000 chapters or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, they've really built this character up. And, dude, they farmed him without ever introducing him. You know what I mean?
yeah. I think he goes on to.
It's kind of hard for me. So I feel
It's
like
hard.
somewhere
It's
in
hard.
B.
It's definitely somewhere in B, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like we're trying to figure out which one it'd be, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's up to you. I'm not too
Okay.
sure as
Again,
well.
I think we can always move around, especially since once we start putting characters, like we'll kind of like um move them around. But I think right now I'm putting him middle B, just because of how
Okay.
mysterious he was for the longest time. And
Okay.
you're gonna have to help me out with this next character, to be honest.
Oh my God.
It's one of
I heard that. It's
the
Saint
elders.
Marcus Mars.
Yes,
Mars.
and he has
He
the what is the fruit called? Do you know the fruit? I know it's like some sort
It
of
was like
like
a bird. It was like a bird. It was
fiery
a bird.
bird, right?
It was a seraph. Yeah, it was a bird. Um, I think I can look it up, but I think it was like here. It's called like Itsumade
Yeah, I know it has
devil
to do
fruit.
with like one of those
So
like
it
Japanese
reminds me of
lore.
a hoe. It reminds me of a
Oh,
hoe.
oh yeah, I think that's kind of what like they're both based off of, is like some sort of
Yeah.
like folklore like animal or beast.
You know what? I think I think he has more aura than Saint Saturn.
Mhm.
But dude, his devil fruit's actually fucking badass. The more that I think about it,
Yeah, it's
the
also
fucking
kind of
ho.
I also think the flying devil fruits are pretty cool too.
It's
Like it
yeah,
kind of
it's
reminds you of
EP.
like Marco, like, but I guess I agree more than Saint Saturn, but where what about compared to the other two in A? You know,
Um, I think less than my boy Top Man Warcury. Less than Jupiter. I think he has the second least
do you
at the
think
moment.
we're
Like,
here
more than Summers. I'll say
more than
yeah. I'll say more
Summers?
than Summers.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess because he's got the elder, like the elder title, that he is up there.
The
Ooh,
next one
okay.
is Garling.
Garling.
Um, I
I
like that.
mean,
Yeah,
I think
I
this
wish his hair was
guy.
red,
Yeah,
but
I know. And it's crazy because I don't know if they'll be able to see this, but at the bottom right here, like there's young Garling, and this is was obviously made before they introduced him. But like everybody thought this guy's hair was red, and even I did.
yeah, yeah.
But I think he actually has a lot of aura.
I think he's like
Um,
an A, high A or S tier. I think
I
if
think he
you're,
has more
I
than
think
the others. Like honestly,
if you're on the last page of the cover, if you're on the page of the cover spread where not the cover spread of that double page spread where
mm,
it's um, like we're gonna find the One Piece, right?
yeah,
The if you know which one I'm talking about, that panel.
yeah,
It's like
I
that.
know.
Did you just add so much aura? It's just
I actually think he's top of
like
A.
Oda picked you. Oda picked you. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
I would
think
agree.
he's
I was gonna
actually
say
the
either low
top
S or
of
a high
A.
A. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of hard. Yeah, low S or high A. But I think for right
Okay.
now, I'm okay with high A. Okay,
This
Garp.
next one, yeah, my boy,
I mean, you already
the
know
guy
S,
himself.
S,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I
easy,
think
easiest.
right now he's the head of S. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like
You're the
every time you
hero.
see this character, it's like, okay, well, something's about to go
I
down.
think. I think the only time he lost aura
Hmm.
was during Marineford, but I feel like
Yeah,
he made it up for it for what happened with Kobe.
yeah.
And also at the same time, it's like I can't really fault him for like
What?
being
Mm-hmm.
for doing what he did at Marineford. I guess like for the lack of doing anything for what he did at
Yeah, but I
Marineford.
feel like especially you could see even afterwards, like with him and I forgot the name, but the bandits, like it was not an
The
easy
Don.
decision for him. Yeah, yeah. So like
Yeah.
he gets a pass, but obviously
Yeah.
S. So next we got Stussy. Um,
Oh man, my
and this
girl,
is kind of
my
weird because
girl.
we're like right now we mainly only ever really see the Stussy clone, you know, the CP0
Yeah.
Stussy clone. But then obviously we also saw recently with the God Valley incident, like the OG Stussy. But
OG Stussy. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be real. I'm
uh,
gonna just say it's like his top of C,
mhm.
but it's like
Yeah, I think so.
mainly because I don't think she has more than Lucci in them and those guys, and we
Yeah,
also need to start filling up C. There's a
yeah,
lot.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, Sengoku, the Buddha.
Yeah, I think yeah, his ass. Dude,
He's ass.
your nickname is the Buddha.
The
Like
Buddha.
that's like an easy
Where
raps, you
where
know.
here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say so.
He's a retired
Shamrock.
now. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he gained aura since, dude. It's like he's just like a fucking relic now, dude.
Yeah,
It's the
but you can tell he's a good guy. Okay, next we got
he's a good
Kuma.
dude.
Dude, I mean, this is so fitting, especially with the most recent episodes that came out. I mean, easy ass, obviously, but
Yeah,
more or less than Garb.
less. I think Kuma is a trauma merchant, and
A
it's pissing me
trauma
off. You know what I'm
merchant,
saying?
bro.
You can't just keep feeling bad for this guy because he took a bunch of L's, dude.
But
So
also like he's also one of the only people that just straight rocked the elders, you know?
yeah, yeah, he did, and he went through a lot of shit.
That
And
is
every
true.
time you saw him on the screen, it's like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, what is he about to fucking do? But
Yeah.
no, I'm not. I'm not giving it to. I'm not gonna. No,
Okay.
we're letting narratives decide our tier list, Austin. We can't let that. We can't let that happen.
Okay, okay.
But he's still
No
S tier. He's
personal
still
bias,
high
but
S.
yeah, he's ass.
All
Okay,
right, now Mihawk
Mihawk.
is S. Mihawk is S. We don't even gotta talk about that one. He's a swordsman. He was the first
I
like
mean,
actual really
when
fucking
you're
strong
called
character
the
that
what
we
is it,
meet.
the strongest swordsman or the greatest
World
swordsman?
WSS, WS or WGS, WSS, world's
Yeah,
strongest swordsman, world's greatest swordsman, whatever it is. You're at S
you
tier.
know,
You're
rivals with
one of the
Shanks.
only.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
no, easy
he's
ass.
not even the captain of his crew, and he's got a higher bounty.
That is true.
That's gotta say you're the Marine. They made you a warlord so you can stop punting Marines.
Yeah.
He's
No,
high. He's the
I
top S
agree.
right now.
Okay,
The
crocodile, and I know
crocodile.
you love crocodile.
I love crocodile. See, if it was like my agenda would be, but I'm not gonna let bias get
Yeah.
ahead of me. But with my bias, I'd put him in S. But the fact that you lose to no hockey, pre gear Luffy,
Yeah.
nah, bro.
But this
You go in
guy
the
does
A.
have aura. He goes in A.
He goes in A. But later on, like Marine Ford, he start like he's attacking Whitebeard.
I know.
He might be
I do
stupid.
think this guy has aura, but what do you think? I mean, it's kind of hard because even looking at all these characters in A, it's like, yo, A is pretty stacked.
He's an aura farmer. I'll say this because when he left, when he got freed from impelled down before, like he changed into his clothes.
Mhm.
Like it's like
Oh
what
yeah.
like you're
Also,
crazy.
his fits are fire. You know,
Yeah, his
he's
fits
got
are.
the
I
the
think he's one of
fur.
the best.
Oh yeah, he's got drip too.
He's what like for me the definition of like just aura because
Mhm.
like and there's other characters that fit this description better, but it's
Yeah,
like the dude just looks cool, right? And he's like super
agreed.
nonchalant. He's just smoking a fucking cigar, right? He's smoking on the pack,
Yeah.
and it's just like, yeah, he might not be the strongest character, but it's just like the dude is fucking swagged the fuck out.
Hmm. No, I agree with
So
that.
I'll say he's A, right?
Okay.
But that's me.
We'll realign these later. We'll figure it out. But next we got King of the Wildfire. Mm,
I think King is a B
I think
because he's stupid as
yeah.
I think he's stupid as fuck. I think he's dumb as hell. I think like
He goes somewhere here. I think somewhere in
I think
B.
he's so dumb. I personally I have like I'm gonna have some anti King hate. He's cool as
Really?
hell. Like he has a lot of aura in that sense, but I think he loses aura from just like the way he fought Zoro was just dumb as shit.
What
I
do
don't
you
know.
mean?
He's just like, oh, this guy figured out my attacks. Let me just like make extra large ones, and I'm just like, dude, we're not gonna change it up. We're just like Zoro's figured us out. Also, he followed Kaido because he said it was like, if
No,
he's
I
that
respect
smart enough,
that.
dude. But like, he has to know, like, after the shit he went through and seeing Kaido do things to the people in Wano, you would think he would probably be like, yo, Kaido, what you're doing is pretty fucked up.
But at the same
But no, he
time,
just followed
this
him.
guy saved him,
This is
yo.
Joy Boy. This is Joy Boy. This is who you. This is your girl. He
Bro,
will
but
be
I
no.
like their bond though. I like their
You know,
bond.
the bond is sick.
The
The
bond
bond
was
is sick. It is
crazy.
the bond is sick, but he's dumb.
Okay,
I think he's
I
stupid.
think he's somewhere in B though.
Yeah.
Okay, next we got
Um.
Paris Sparrow. Okay, F. F.
Yeah, it's good as F. I'm not
More,
gonna
more or
talk
less
about
than
this. This guy,
Kakuri.
this less. And this guy's so
I
forgettable.
hate this
It's
guy.
just like
Dude,
a
and
lot of the
especially his dialogue and the way his tongue sticks out, it's too much.
yeah.
It's way too much. And he
I
gets
so
clowned on
this
every single
next
time.
guy Arlong.
Arlong?
I think Arlong has aura,
Yeah.
but
Arlong has the
honestly I'm
same
gonna
issue with Crocodile where I feel like this character got introduced a little too early, you know? He's actually a pretty cool character.
he's a cool character, but like
Like I actually like
I'll say
Arlong
this.
over what is it, Horty Jones?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I was gonna say like him and Hody Jones, right? Like Hody Jones is a fucking terrible fucking character.
yeah.
If he's on this list, I can't really see if he's on this list or
I don't
not.
think he's on
He's
this
going to F
list.
tier.
Yeah.
Good, yeah, because that guy's gonna go to F
But
tier.
Arlong is at
But
least
like
what,
Arlong,
C, B, C, top of
top of
C.
C, I'd
Yeah,
say
I
let's
think
just go
top of
top of
C.
C. He did like struggle from just being introduced too long, I mean too
Hmm.
early, but I think his whole mission was kind of lame. It's like, oh, let me just take over Nami's village, some fucking bum ass village. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Hmm.
zero order, dude. That's like you're losing points there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the way he loves his crew, I kind of fuck with it.
Hmm.
But
Okay. Next we got Marco. Ooh, I
Marco the
mean, yo,
Phoenix,
we
I think
love Marco. You
yeah, we
know,
love Marco in
his
this
double
channel.
fruit is
I
so
think
cool.
I'm gonna say this right. I think he goes low A,
Yeah, I'm thinking
below
A.
Crocodile.
You think below
Yeah,
Crocodile? Let me think. I guess in terms
yeah.
of aura, yeah, I could see that. The
It's
Crocodile
just them
does farm.
glasses.
Crocodile farms, dude.
Crocodile's a good job for me. But the thing is, these those goddamn glasses, bro, on the bird. Come on,
Bro, this
get
guy
some
needs to
context,
see,
bro.
dude.
Get some context, bro. You can heal your eyes, right? You got astigmatism, Marco. What's going on?
Okay.
Is he sponsored by big eyeglasses, like the big eyeglass farm like industry? He got some Ray Bans on, but
Hmm.
nah, he go A. I fuck
Okay.
with Marco.
Next we got Whitebeard. I mean,
This
when
guy's
everyone knows you as what the strongest human or whatever. Yeah,
world's strongest, world's
somewhere
strongest
up
man.
here. World's strongest man. Yeah, like somewhere up here.
Yeah, a lot of the people like the old generation does get the old generation like they're more like old generation
Established.
merchants. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they finished out their pirating careers,
I
so
mean,
it's
but
like
also this guy is going head to head with the world government. You know, like just pulling up.
yeah,
Like, yeah, I mean that scene was just aura when he just pulls up, and it's just him at Marine Ford. It was just like, okay, like I'm here against everyone. Okay, Don Krieg.
I'd be fucking with Don Creek, but you know he goes to bottom of C, my boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not F, but he's I mean the very bottom of C right now. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean next we got Jimbei.
Martin Luther Jimbei.
Martin Luther Jimbei, yeah, for real.
Martin Luther
I think that's his
Jimbei.
epithet.
Yeah, he nah.
Martin
This
Luther
guy's
of
like
the Fishman.
this guy's the cool uncle, bro.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him.
I like
He's a
him.
cool dude.
I think he goes somewhere high B though, somewhere in B, or maybe mid B. I'm actually not sure. Uh,
Um,
pretty
I'd
secure
say
actually. What are you thinking?
I'm trying to think. Um, I'd say he's A, high A, like
Really?
low A, low A. I say low A.
Oh, wait, I think
The
like bottom
moment
of
he
A
had with
then.
Big, the moment he had with Big Mom was
Hmm.
actually kind of
That was
crazy.
cool.
Like that was like
That
crazy
was
growth on
crazy.
his side.
I was just thinking
Um,
about that scene too. But
I'll
I
go there.
think okay,
Yeah.
bottom of A, I'm down. Okay, Dragon. Okay, I mean automatic S. What's his epithet? The worst the what the most dangerous criminal or the worst criminal something?
Yeah,
I
world's worst
forgot.
criminal.
Yeah. And I mean this
I
guy
think
farms aura too.
if this was before the events of Elbaf, he
Mhm.
would be a fucking A tier,
Oh yeah.
right? Because of like he just doesn't do shit.
Yeah,
But
but if you're caught up right now, you already know
spoiler,
he's
spoiler
made his
alert.
move
Yeah, he's making moves.
finally
So
after what 1100 chapters.
yeah,
He's made his
after
move
how many
and
fucking
he's hitting hard right now apparently. So I think
yeah,
S somewhere up here. Like
yeah,
and I mean this guy also farms aura, you know, like he doesn't do much, but he does farm. And
yeah.
then
I'd say
we
that too.
yeah, we got Bonnie. I'm thinking I mean, I feel like somewhere like mid C.
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't
say
really say
like
like
she's like a. I'd say
but
she. Yeah,
right
she's
here,
around
yeah.
C.
I
I'm
think
not
right
really the
here,
biggest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really the biggest Bonnie fan. So it's like,
yeah. And
you
this is
know.
just a kid, but I mean, I feel like compared to when you see who's an F, I'm just like, okay, I can't put her down to there, you know.
Hmm.
I think this is fine. Okay, Big Mom. I mean, one of the Yonkos,
Um,
Emperors.
I feel like being Yonko, like you're almost guaranteed S tier.
You know,
But out of all the Yonko, actually no, Blackbeard has way less aura than Big
yeah,
Mom. I'll
Blackbeard
put
has
Big
less.
Mom. I'll put Big Mom either high A or low S.
Okay,
Dude, Big
right now,
Mom's
there's too
scary
many
as
people.
fuck.
Okay, I think low S. She is actually scary.
Shiryu of the Rain, go to B tier. You're
Yeah,
going to mid, my buddy.
yeah.
He
I'm
is a
putting him in the
swordsman merchant.
middle
Swordsman
B.
merchant, but he get that fucking crimson chin shit
Yeah,
he's got going on. It's kind of freaking me out.
I agree with
Rocks
that.
is S tier.
Okay, yeah,
Rocks
Rocks
is
is
S tier.
automatic S. Automatic S. Somewhere above up here, we
Yeah,
already know.
yeah. The way they talk about this man is like
This
it's
guy's
the
a
way these
menace,
old
y'all.
these
This guy's an
it's
absolute
the way
menace.
these old NBA watchers talk about
Mhm.
like Michael Jordan, dude. It's just like the film, no, like Will Chamberlain, right? Because like, dude, we have no film,
Mhm.
no nothing. It's just stories
Yeah,
about how this guy fucks, and
yeah.
it's just the way I see rocks. He's an
Hmm.
oracle. Yeah,
No,
we have
100%
no
agreed.
idea about anything about him. It is
Hmm.
S tier.
No, yeah, but he goes into S.
He was just, yeah, we just knew he was crazy as fuck.
Yeah. Okay, next
This one,
Sabo. Ooh, he's
out
going
of
in
the
an
three
A.
brothers,
He's going in A, I
yeah, out of
think.
the three brothers, he's an A. Like he's the lowest out of them. But that's not like a very bad
Trying to
thing to
think.
have.
Where? So I think
I
I'm thinking
guess.
like somewhere mid A right
Yeah.
now, especially with what's going on in the manga and like you already know they're saying Mary Joie is on fire and obviously this guy's just pull it up, you know. I think somewhere here, especially
Yeah.
you know he pulls up Mary Joie, first person to see Emu, like I think it's pretty sick. Okay, Bon Clay, dude. Oh my god. I think
Yeah,
this
I
guy
fuck with Bon
farms.
Clay.
I think this guy farms,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know,
Too.
but I'm really let's relax. Let's relax. I think
I mean,
I
this guy
think he's a
carried
B.
Marine
Yeah,
Ford too.
he did carry Marine forward, but Aura, if you, we can't just we can you know there's some
Bro.
characters here that I really fuck with, like my boy
Mhm.
Don Krieg, but like I had to put him in C tier. But you know, like I really fuck with Bon Clay, but I
Yeah.
don't think his aura is that crazy. I think he's a B tier,
Okay, but
to be honest.
okay,
What
more
do
or
you
less
say?
than
What do you
Shiryu
think?
of the Rain though.
More, definitely more,
Yeah,
100% more.
I think this is fitting. I mean, when you looked at the rest of top of B, it's like okay, I'm okay with this. Dude, this guy is like handedly carries Marine Ford. One of the best
Yeah,
arcs in the show, and I mean he goes out
yeah.
like I mean like a G, you know.
Hmm.
Like
I think,
imagine saving absolutely everybody and leaving yourself, you know, and just
but
being
dude, but
like
he's the
just
leader of
saluting.
the new what's that level
Oh
5.5 now?
yeah, I think it's like 5.5 floor.
Yeah, you know he's still going
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah,
Let's go next. Let's go to Koala.
koala.
Uh, I think Koala is C. To be
Yeah,
honest, I don't really think she does anything. She was the chick that they
Fisher
saved
Tiger
in the
saved. Yeah,
Fisher Tiger saved, and you know, so she does have
she
some
did that.
relevancy.
Yeah,
She
but she
I'll
doesn't
say she's C
really
though.
farm. Yeah, so I think C just somewhere.
Dude, let's put her
Yeah.
dude, come on, below Don
Don
Krieg
Krieg.
and
Okay, let's do
below Don
this.
Krieg.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, and Joe Romani.
They're
Okay,
about
no,
the
this
same,
guy.
so it doesn't
See,
matter. Oh, this
so
guy.
no, this guy is a definition of weak ass character, but he aura farms like crazy. Just the way, like the way he like pulls up his glasses. Like who do you think you
Bro,
are, dude?
you were just hating on Marco for having glasses.
Okay, but he doesn't pull up a glass like this because he's like, oh, like
Okay,
he still has the tendencies, like he's wearing his fucking knives and shit.
this guy was the captain of what? The cat, the kitty cat
The black
pirates,
cat,
the black cat
the black cat
pirates.
pirates. Well,
Like,
I'm gonna say this. He loses aura for his stupid ass plan. For a man with 1,000 plans, this is a stupid ass
like
plan,
this was the plan that he thought of after the thousand. You know, out of the
dude.
thousand plans, this was his
The
plan.
thing
Which
is
is
like, even if he succeeded, what do you? Oh, you're just living comfortably now at some remote ass island, Syrup Village. This is your go.
this guy's plan was just
This
to
is
be
your
a servant. You know, like a butler.
this guy's plan was to just be kind of rich. Like he just wanted to live comfortably. That was his plan. He said, "I'm tired of this shit. I just want to retire." No, get the fuck out of here. No, I hate like, but the way I actually really fuck with him. Just like other than that, it's like I think like
Okay.
I'm saying all this right. I'm giving him so much glaze,
Yeah,
but
and then
I'm just
where's he
saying he's
going?
going to be he's going to low B or high C.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm down to put him high C.
It's okay.
After all this glaze, Lyle just goes, okay, C.
Dude,
I'm
he's
done.
sick, man.
The man of 1,000 plans, but
The man with 1,000 plans.
I mean, okay, the next man, Doflamingo, dude, this guy farms.
That's
You
a,
know, the way he walks, the way he dresses, you know, the way he speaks, everything.
the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and I hate the
Mm,
way that you dress.
yeah,
Dude, that's an S tier.
This guy's
He's a
going
high S tier
high
because
S
mm,
somewhere here. I
yeah.
don't even know. We'll consolidate the list later, especially since we have to consolidate for the top three of S anyway. So somewhere high S because this guy farms,
Oh
dude.
man,
This guy
we
farms,
got another contender
dude. This guy's F.
fucking.
Scratchman Apu, bro. This guy stinks.
Yeah, he is going. I mean, I keep realizing I keep going out of frame with the cam for my camera. Yeah, he is going into F. He's below
Yeah,
Mountain Wind, I think.
dude. This guy's
He
just such.
stinks.
His character is just so annoying. This guy's also a snitch too. You know, he rats them out to Kaido.
Yeah, because he was scared, dude. He was
Yeah.
scared. Okay,
Okay.
let's go. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Weevil.
Weevil.
So
Strong ass
this was
character,
the example.
weak ass aura. So,
Yeah, weak aura. I think he's a C tier aura, to be
you
honest.
know, I agree.
He's honestly a contender. He's a contender for. Dude, he's so fucking goofy, bro.
He is
It
really
is like,
goofy. I'm thinking
see,
bottle like somewhere like somewhere here. Somewhere around Don Creek, you
yeah.
know. Okay.
So next we got my boy
Beppo.
Beppo.
Um
I'm not gonna give him points just because he's cute and he's
yeah,
lovable.
this guy's going C. Like somewhere low
Yeah, he's
C.
gonna C. Low C. Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know, he does kind of pop
Katakuri.
off. He does kind of pop off and save law, but yeah, he's going low
Okay.
C. Katakuri,
Let's go to Cat. Is an S tier.
dude, this guy's
Dude,
ass. The fact that he tells you what you're gonna say before you even say it, that's aura, right? Like is that not just farming aura?
he did the same shit Joseph Joestar did, bro. He's doing the
Yeah,
same shit, man. Next you're gonna say this.
he's somewhere.
What?
It's not
What
even
the
like
fuck?
what they just go okay and then they just say it. You know?
Dude, like when I think like of hockey, right?
Mhm.
I just think of like that scene where it's him and Luffy just looking at each other, and
Yeah,
they're just like everything around them is just going fucking crazy, and I'm just
yeah.
like, yep, that's aura. Like,
No,
nah,
I
because
100% agree with that.
even when he randomly got introduced at the end of Whole Cake Island, I just thought it was a random ass character. Oh yeah, he's like the strongest one, and
Like
he just
the
becomes
highest bounty
the
we've
end
seen
villain.
at that time, it was like 1.1 billion or something.
He just becomes like the main villain of that.
Yeah, he carried Whole Cake
No,
Island. Let's be honest,
yeah,
straight up.
he's
So somewhere mid high S. Like this, I love this character. Okay, next we got Killer. I, what can I even say? This guy's going in C.
this guy's the epitome of mid. Now
Yeah,
let's go to
he's
C.
so
Let's
mid,
put
bro.
let's skip some people around and let's put Kid in the same level as Killer.
Wait, what?
Oh my! You see kid
Oh
right there?
yeah, they go hand
Yeah,
in hand.
let's just put both of them together right now, bro. Because
I mean, but
kid, dude, there's a
I feel like Kid almost gets some points for fighting for him and Law fighting Big Mom, you know.
dude. He got
But
carried by
but
law.
he
Oh
did
my
get carried.
god,
I'm not gonna lie.
he got carried by law.
Okay, they go hand in
All right.
hand.
Um.
Oh, Lucky Brew, dude. Eh, I
Also,
mean, I'm
there was a
thinking,
lot of when I went to Anime NYC, there was a lot of Lucky Rube
yeah,
cosplayers,
I do
which
see a
is
lot of
also makes sense because a lot of anime fans are indeed fat. So it's like I just feel like that was just like an easy
that might have been
switch.
an
You know,
easy one, yeah,
they can't be fat Luffy or like water Luffy. So it's like oh, I'll just be Lucky Rube.
yeah.
So you know that might be some over points right there. You get a lot of people see cosplay even though you're not even that like big in the story. Um, I'll say he's B though.
Hmm. No, I think B is fitting. I feel like low B.
Yeah. Devon
Von
Auger.
Ogren. Hmm.
I think he is. I think he's out of the Blackbeard crew. I think he's like one of the scarier
He's
ones.
actually kind
Like
of
I'm fucking afraid.
cool.
I'm afraid
Because
of him.
he's also one of like he's also a very rare like sniper, you know, like gun user. There's only very few snipers in the show. Um,
This is a horror for me. Dude, the shit he did like at what was that?
Whole
What was that
Cake.
one where he? What was? No. Yeah, Whole Cake. The one where, you know where he pulled up on Whole Cake was cool. The way he I thought that like scene where he was shooting the birds. I thought that shit was sick.
Yeah.
Like when they were like
I
showing
mean,
off like
I
how.
think he's like high B. I think he goes somewhere
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I would say
Mm.
so.
And I mean, the next man, does he even need an introduction? We got,
Yeah, let's just you know we gotta explain.
yeah, he's going somewhere up
Your
here.
your nickname
F.
is King of the Pirates.
Yeah,
Like it's
everyone wants to be you, you know?
yeah.
I mean,
They ain't
automatic
trying
high
to be. They
ass.
can't be me. They can't
Uh-huh.
be me.
Okay, next we
Um,
got Bartholomew
Bartolomeo, Barto.
Barto? Wait,
Yeah,
yeah.
Bartolomeo.
I
I say
mean,
he's F, dude. He's a
yeah.
glazer. He is a glazer. Like, dude, no, he's a fucking glazer. You're going to automatic F, buddy. You can't even
Somewhere
have your own
F.
swag. This is like what's his ship's name? The Going Luffy, whatever it's
Something,
called.
I
Dude,
forgot. No, I agree.
it's F tier, bro.
Ooh, okay. Rayleigh? Dude, I'm thinking S.
Yeah, I'd say he's an S tier,
I think he's like,
as well.
I think he's somewhere on the
I think he's above
lower end
Shamrock,
of S, yeah, but
above Sengoku, and then that's it.
yeah, I
That'd
was
be
gonna
perfect.
say he's S. I mean, every time this guy pulls up, everyone's just like, "Is that him? It's him?" You know?
Wait, I thought, like, what is he doing there?
Yeah. Oh, we got
Um,
what's it called? Is this Mr. One?
that's Mr. One. Yeah, it's Mr. One. I think his unibrow pisses me off because it's crazy I say that because I think I got a little. Nah, there's no unibrow. I shaved it.
You did?
Okay. No, because sometimes it grows a little. Okay, but that's not the point. The
I
point
thought this guy's double fruit
is,
was super cool though, especially at the time.
dude, it's getting reused. Like
Yeah,
it's
I know.
yeah.
He
I'd say
got
it's a
got.
B tier. He's not
I'm down to
C.
put him
He's
low, like low B somewhere here.
yeah. I'll put him right there
But he
above
was
Lucky
also
Road. There's an
like
aura
number
farm.
Mr. One, you know.
Yeah,
He was number
a lot of
one.
he is number one. Um, so we have Vankov. Uh,
This is kind of
I am not gonna lie.
yeah. What
I'm
do
not
you
gonna
think?
lie. I think he's like low A.
Low A.
I think he's cool as fuck. Yeah.
No, this character.
Which
Every
I think
time
is
you see this
crazy.
character, it's just like okay, either
He's up
something
to no
goofy
good.
or something's about to happen.
He's he's on some bullshit. I fuck with the backup, especially with the flashbacks where he's just
Mhm.
like the way he was rallying the troops.
Yeah,
Nah, he's cool. I think it's I think it's funny because I'm pretty sure the previous time we did this tier list, what we did before,
yeah,
I like I put him lower,
yeah.
but like
I
now I've
was
had
gonna
some
say I
thought about
remember
it.
putting him lower, but the anime definitely changes things.
Yeah,
Okay,
kind of with S here.
automatic high. What's it called? The strongest creature.
Yeah,
Like
dude, his intro was just definition of ore farm.
so cool. Like oh,
Though
this man has like escaped death. Like literally cannot die. You know, put to
he just wants
sentenced
to
to death
die.
like 15 times. Like they try to hang him, the chains broke. You know, they try to stab
Yeah.
him, the spears broke. I was like, dude, what is going on? I was like, why is the
The
narrative
fucking the
blazing?
warships blew up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just like,
he
okay,
just
like who is
he's
this
just
character?
trying to he's just trying to kill himself now, jumping off
Mm,
a fucking sky island.
yeah.
He's just like fucking pissed off. Yeah, no,
Mm.
he's
No, high F,
elite
easily.
tier or a farmer.
Yeah. Somewhere up here. Yeah. Okay, Pika.
No, F.
F,
The
F,
voice
F, F,
kills me.
F.
The voice fucking kills me.
And I feel like it doesn't even matter where we rank these people in F. Like, if you're an F, like you're just an F, you know?
Mm. Next is Joy Boy. Um,
Mm.
there's a lot of mystery
Again,
around Joy
a
Boy.
lot of mystery, but the only thing we've seen from about Joy Boy was again, I think it's him and Emeth, like the hockey that he put into Emeth. Like I feel like
That was crazy.
that was crazy. Like it
The
brings
way
Emu
you
to
tremble.
his or her knees and sweating, you know. I was just like, damn.
I, the thing is, like, Joy Boy's mystery is weird to me because I feel like I'm more interested about like rocks, to be honest.
Hmm.
Like in
That's
terms
why
of
I
like what's
would
going on
think
with
like
Naya.
low S or like the very top of
He's
A.
definitely S
Yeah, I'm thinking
because
like
the way he just makes these other characters like holy shit. It makes me
actually
think like,
yeah,
oh dude, how fucking strong was this guy?
this guy was pretty strong. So
No.
somewhere around here, I think.
Yeah, somewhere along the S.
Again, we just haven't seen too much, but like we've only ever seen one thing. Obviously, we've heard of certain things, but like
The
yeah,
name of
the
JB,
name, yeah.
really Joy Boy. It's
Mhm.
really crazy.
Okay,
All right, so now
Ace.
we got
I think
Ace. I think Ace is
where do you put him in relation to the brothers? You know.
he's an aura farmer, like crazy. I think he's an S tier, dude. That backflip over the ship was so crazy. Usopp tried to do it, and he couldn't even fucking do it. And it's like the way he's just like, remember when he was getting shot at? I think it was like
Mhm.
Van Alger was shooting at
Yeah,
him, or it was just Marines shooting at him, and he just
yeah.
like tips his head
Doesn't
up.
care.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I made a fucking fire, bitch. Yeah, it was when he pulls up on Alabasta.
Hmm.
It was, I think that's what it was. Whatever it was, right? Like Ace, Ace isn't work.
He definitely has
He's
more aura than Sabo. So you think it
and he
bottom
doesn't
of
try
like what low S,
bottom of S. I
bottom
think bottom of
S?
S right now. The way he went out sad. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
that
lie.
is
He
true.
went out really fucking sad.
I mean,
But
and also like, but do you think part of it is also just the fact that he's like Roger's son, and he's just like, does that affect his aura
oh
at
yeah,
all?
oh yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think so. I think just the way the what he does, the way he acts, the way he like
Yeah.
portrays himself. Same thing with this guy.
Yo,
Ben Beckman's an
this
ass.
guy's
Easy S.
got aura, and he's somewhere. He's definitely already higher. You
I
know, like
I'd say yeah. I'd say he's like below the admirals, or even maybe even above. Because
dude, I
like
think this guy is
he's,
so cool. And he has a cigarette all
dude,
the time. He's a pistol user. Yeah, I mean, you already know when he pulled up onto what's it called, Marine Ford, and he just points at what is it, Kizaru, and
Kizaru.
Kizaru just puts his hands up. Is like, that's
Yo,
it for
my
me.
man.
I was like, oh damn, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, no. There's a
Mhm.
lot of mystery, but everyone like even like I think either the data books or something talk about how smart and how strong this guy is.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Ben Beckman in action,
Oh,
bro.
I agree, 100%.
That next we got my
Is
boy
it
Vista.
Vista?
I'm just saying, Vista would be a C tier aura guy if he didn't go toe to toe with Mihawk. And I know Mihawk was probably not trying. He's not probably. He
No,
wasn't
he
trying,
definitely.
right?
There's no way that this guy is going toe to toe with the strongest swordsman, bro, on like
Dude,
equal footing.
put respect on Vista. He's a swordsman on an emperor's crew.
Yeah, I
No,
think
not just any emperor. Whitebeard.
he was like the fifth captain, like vice captain or something. I don't even remember, but
Nah, he's going to low B.
I'm somewhere down here. He's a very but my issue is he's a very forgettable character too. Like
He is very forgettable, but I
so
think
that's
the fact
why.
that he fought Mihawk
Yeah,
is so funny.
yeah.
It's just like it's
Okay.
hilarious.
Next Loki.
Uh,
Oh, dude, S somewhere. somewhere
Oh my
mid
god,
to
there's so
high
many
S
people in
right
S
now.
tier. I was gonna say there's
That's
so
my
many people in
issue.
S
That's
tier,
why
but
I was
it's,
like, should we put Ace at top of A? But then Ace does farm though.
I just put him top A.
Yeah.
Nah, let's keep
No. Okay. I
let's
mean,
keep
it
let's keep.
doesn't even matter at
Do
this point. Hancock. Okay, she's a simp. You know. I'm thinking
B.
B low or C.
Low, low B, low B, low B. I think because everyone
Okay.
else but Luffy, like everyone's just like scared of.
True.
But
Okay. Next we got was it
Fujitoro,
Fujitaro? Toro?
Tora.
I think what's it, either high B or low A. Dude, this
Let's
guy's
put him
pretty
low A.
cool.
We
Yeah,
we
I
gotta
think
start like filling up the A tier, and I
also
think
this
he's
guy's
a perfect candidate.
introduction in Dressrosa was actually so cool.
Which
His Devil Fruit,
goes to the
fire.
yeah goes to the next A candidate. I think Sanji also goes to A as well. I think he loses
He
points
loses
for
points.
being a gooner,
Yeah, but then
but
when he locks in, he's actually kind of cool. So I think low A too. Somewhere here. Yamato.
low
Yamato.
A, low A,
Low
high B.
A? I'm down to
I
put
think
high
Yamato's
B.
cool.
I think the
Yeah.
cover arts are just ruining this character for me.
Oh yeah. Spoiler alert, there's another cover art of Yamato
Yeah,
as
I
well.
know. I can already tell it's never gonna be done.
Yeah.
Okay, long
But no,
automatic
but
ass.
yeah, he's the only other character to dethrone Zoro in the popularity rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's for one issue or whatever,
Yeah,
not lost.
somewhere here.
The way he carried Punk Hazard,
Mm-hmm.
it needs to be studied in Aura Farmers.
Oh yeah, they need to
Which
take
goes to
notes.
our
Mm-hmm.
next person, Senior Pink. I'm gonna say it right now. He's going to C2, bro.
Dude,
I
but
don't care.
you even said it's the way they
No,
carry themselves. And I mean, what farms more aura than having what all this
he's a man.
topless
He's
women and not even caring? Arms crossed, doesn't even care. You know,
it's the
shuts them
baby suit,
down,
and I don't
dude.
care. And I don't
That
care. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me
his fit
that
might not be fire,
he's.
but his actions, dude. You cannot tell me that him just not caring, being surrounded by a harem, is not aura farming.
It is aura farming. Yes,
All
but
he
it's
does
like
is farm aura.
okay. I'll say B
Okay,
or A. Actually, no,
I think
the more
his
B.
action, it's so weird because his actions, when you look at it like objectively, his actions, all he does is just aura farm. And I never even thought about it until like we started talking about it. Dude, this guy does not give a care in the world, even though he's
Does
surrounded
not give a
constantly
care.
by a harem.
You do not give a care.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Put him. Put him where you need to put him.
He's going at A. If this was my list,
Okay.
S. But I think A. Just because of the way he acts, you can't tell me that's not aura right there.
Yeah.
Okay, Gecko,
Mm.
okay.
Gigamore is an F tier guy. IMO, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say either low C or F. This guy is just so annoying.
He stinks. Everyone hates him. He stinks. I mean, the only
Like
person
you're
that
telling
likes him
me
in the
this
story
guy
is
wanted to be the Pirate King? Yeah,
he
I
did
don't
go
think
toe to
so,
toe with
buddy.
Kaido.
He did
But I'm
apparently. I
saying,
don't know how.
but the only character in the story that I think actually likes him that's alive right now, because rest in peace, Absalom,
Mm-hmm.
is what's her face?
Perisparrow? No, no, not Perisparrow.
No,
Perona? No.
Verona. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, top of F, that's fine. I think that's perfect. Okay, Jesus Burgess. Um,
Um, Jesus Burgess, I think, is the epitome of mid. There's a lot of epitomes of mid, but
yeah,
I think he's one of them.
and I think he belongs in C somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I'm down to just put him here. I mean, he gets clapped every single time, I feel like. So like
Yeah.
I think somewhere right there. Okay, Nico Robin. Where are we putting her?
Um, she kind of aura farms, but she kind of doesn't at the same time.
Yeah,
I
she
think she
kind of
loses
doesn't
aura
really.
sometimes where she takes her L's, and I think I actually get very annoyed when sometimes she doesn't fight in
Yeah,
certain parts of the
because
story.
I mean,
So
when you think
I'll
about it, she's actually one of the stronger like Like she can actually
Dude, the
hold
way
her
she,
own.
yeah, she pulled. She's. I think out of like those like trio, or like not trio, but like the people that are like the mid tier fighters of the group. I think she's like the head of the mid tier
Yeah,
fighters of
she's
the
the
group.
head of it. So I think
I'd say
just
she's
because that B somewhere in B.
yeah,
Um,
the lowest of B.
yeah. Okay, next
Yo,
we got
Yasop.
Yasop.
Yasop might be like one of the strongest characters to go to C tier right now. He's a deadbeat dad.
He is. He is.
He has a headband that has his name on it.
I'm down to put him. Yeah, I know. Like, like I wonder what this guy's name is. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Mad
somewhere
Monk
high C. But
Rouge.
Mad Monk.
Also, Yasop fucked up Barto's ship, which I think was kind of fucked up, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like
After
when he
they,
blew it up.
I thought it was so funny because they're like, okay, let's let them go, and then it really blows up.
He's
I'm
like,
like,
nah,
why'd you even let them go at that point?
nah.
You know?
He's Mad Monk Rouge. I think he goes in B tier. I
B.
think he's the only worst generation member that we haven't like actually revisited since Sabodi.
Yeah, but I actually really
And
like
that's
his character,
obvious. It's very obvious that like Oda's gonna revisit it,
and he's also
right?
from Sky Island, in which now we know that's very
Yeah.
prominent in the story. So
So we
somewhere,
might. I'd say
somewhere
he's
in
B
here.
tier, and he has a lot of his ceiling to go
Yes,
higher is actually very extremely high. So I'd say he's B tier.
something like this. Okay,
If he's
bro, Odin S,
Oda is
dude.
S tier.
S. You already know he's somewhere up here. I mean, this guy. What can I say besides this guy's a G? You know, he's
Yeah,
strong. He's kind of goofy, but yo, he is. He farms, bro. When he's holding up the pot and all of them are, and he's boiling or he's on fire,
dude,
dude. Like, come
his
on.
death scene was like.
Like,
I still rewatch
literally
some
for
his
10
death scene
minutes, he's
sometimes.
just boiling on fire, dude. That's crazy.
I rewatch his death scene sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Watch it first
yeah.
out.
He's ass. Okay, Nami. I
Now
think
he goes to C. I
C
don't care.
somewhere low C.
I'm
Like,
not gonna put her in F. Like F is characters who have negative aura or just like people we hate, and it's just
yeah.
like, yeah.
No, I agree.
Blackbeard might be
Blackbeard.
the strongest character in
In
B tier.
B, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it, bro. Like, nah.
But he's definitely like
This
somewhere. I mean, he definitely has. I'm
War of
trying
the
to
Bad
think.
Augur for sure.
Morton Van Auger. What do you think
Because
about here? Is this spot okay?
the thing with Blackbeard is that like he's just lame to me.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, let me just steal devil fruits. Like it's just like, dude,
Yeah.
where's your hockey feet at, bro?
No, I get a
Come
little bit
on, man.
annoyed where it's just like, oh, like they just can't fight, you know? It is just like you just first of all, I'm just like, damn, you're that useless. First of all, like to the other people, but yeah, this guy is the
I
strongest
think
guy in B.
okay. So the next person is Lime Juice. I
I'll be
think his
honest,
name is
who is
pretty
this guy?
funny. He's on Shanks's crew.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
don't
what
even
his job is
remember.
and how strong he is compared to everybody, but
I don't even
he's
remember seeing this
he's
guy.
I think he's supposed to be the next strongest after. So it goes Shanks, Ben Beckman, Lucky Rui, Yasop, and then Lime Juice. I'd say he's on C tier because I really
He
haven't
goes
seen
somewhere in
anything about
here.
him.
I mean, he goes right under
Yeah,
Yasop then. Actually,
yeah, he
no,
goes
he
on the
goes.
Yasop.
Yeah. Basil Hawkins, which was he was out of the worst generation. I thought he was like actually one of my favorites at the beginning.
But he's the biggest bitch out of he's one of the biggest bitches out of all. He
But yeah, he
betrayed.
betrays. I mean, he gives in because he's just like, I'm cooked. You know, the cards told me I'm cooked. I'm cooked. So
Yeah,
I think this guy goes somewhere in C.
yeah. I'd say top of C. He is a really one of the real
I
looking
thought he was
characters. One of the really
so
cool characters.
cool, and his devil fruit was actually really interesting. It was a very creative one, I thought. But his character, go and see. Okay, Zoro. I think Zoro's an A. Somewhere.
I think he's S tier. I'm
Really?
just gonna be honest. I think he's an ore farmer. I think he's one of the definition of an ore farmer.
Bro,
It's
where
just
does he farm though?
just anything. Just like the look at the way he just like flew down after killing kid.
Okay, that
Kid after
that
killing
was
killer.
Aura. That was Aura.
Look at his fighting style. It's aura. He puts a mouth in his sword. Look at
His
him
sword
versus
in his mouth.
killer.
Yeah.
Look at look at look
Yeah.
at look at him versus killer. He's like, yeah, I'm a
Oh,
part of this real
that was
quick.
cool.
He has so much like
Okay, but
Zoro.
where in S would he go in relation to all these characters? Because we have a lot of characters in S.
I think he's above Katakuri.
Right in here,
Zoro is dumb as hell, but
you're telling me
he
this
has
guy's
so
farms more than the guy who's literally. This guy could literally see into the future. This guy
he
knows the
weaponizes
future.
aura. He is a swordsman merchant, and he puts one of those. He has three of them. He has
Is that
three
three
of
times
them.
the amount of aura?
Three times the amount of aura.
Yeah,
That's some people's favorite character.
that is true. He
Like
is.
just
I
like
mean,
genuine.
honestly, he is one of my favorite
He's
characters. I don't
cool.
even know
He's
why.
cool. He's my favorite
I'm
character.
arguing
He's
this.
cool as
He's actually
hell.
one of my favorite
He's cool
characters.
as hell. He has so much aura.
Okay,
He's the first mate. He
that is
rides
true.
and dies.
That he is a ride or die.
Nothing happened. Nothing
Nothing
happened.
happened. Okay, yeah, I
That
forgot
actually
about
is
that.
like probably top two, maybe top one aura moments of the whole show.
That is true. That is true.
No, nothing
I forgot
happened.
about that.
Enough
Okay,
said. It
no,
is
he's going to
crazy.
us. Okay, Fisherman Tiger. Where do we put
I
Arlong?
actually, I
And where
actually
do we put
like Fisher
Jinbei?
Tiger.
I feel like he goes
We
somewhere
put
where he goes
we
under
put
Jinbei.
we put Jinbei
Jinbei
at
in
A.
A.
Oh shit. Because I think because I actually really fuck with. I think I was texting. I actually think Fisher Tiger is one of the only fun things about Fishman Island.
Mhm.
But fuck it, dude. Let's just put him in B, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say he there's no way he's going in A. He's going somewhere here. I don't know. Maybe right here. Okay, Emu. I was gonna say I know our last list. I think we put Emu at like the bottom of A or something, or somewhere in A.
Yeah.
But after this the most recent two chapters, dude, this is looking like a bottom like an S. You know, like
Yeah.
when you show up and you say, "Let me show what is it? Let me show you the dominance of God." I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
like that. First of all, that's a wild thing to say, and second of all, after that last chapter, yeah, this person's going in S. Like this person's
Dude, it's
somewhere.
crazy.
It actually might be a top
I'm,
contender up here
I'm,
somewhere.
I'm focused on the other people that we have coming up right now,
Mm.
and it's like, dude, this S tier is gonna be
Dude,
super.
it's
We might have
that.
to move people down to A.
Yeah,
We have to
that's why I was
we might-
thinking when we were talking about
I think we
like
move.
Ace.
I think we move. I think we move Akainu and below down to A.
Here, okay, I
Yeah,
think so.
everyone. Like everyone below
Oh,
Akainu. Like,
really?
I think
Okay, I'm actually down for that. I think because again, S is supposed to be like.
because there's a few more people coming up that's gonna be put in S.
No, I
I'm
agree
not
with that.
gonna
I
lie.
actually like that. Okay,
Um,
Chopper goes next to Beppo somewhere like C.
yeah, they're both the same.
Yeah.
So okay,
Okay,
so
Luffy.
Luffy, right? Okay, I'm gonna put up my argument why he's S tier.
Okay.
Okay, Roof Piece,
Roof piece.
Aura Farm, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Marine Ford, Aura Farm. He knew he can't. He knows he can't beat the admirals, and he said, "Jinbei, throw me up there right now. I don't care.
Send me up.
Throw me up there. Send me up there."
Mm-hmm.
Him versus Kaido, he lost 5 times and didn't lose aura every single time. And how many times did he lose? Like 4 times. He lost every time and came back and said, "I don't give a fuck. I just want my boys to eat."
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think Luffy has idiot aura. I was gonna say the other word, but it's kind of different.
Yeah.
It's dumbass aura. He knows what he wants.
Okay.
He's gonna get it.
I agree with that, but where in S does he go in relation to the people that we have right now? Because
I think he's.
although he has
he's
aura,
the
I don't
cutoff
think
point
he
for S.
farms. Yeah, I think I would put him at the bottom of S right now.
He has the aura of like it's just but accidental. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah,
definitely doesn't
accidental
try to
aura.
be cool, but
Hmm.
he just does
He
it.
just
You know, what I
it
mean, he doesn't do
happens
it like
sometimes.
it just happens.
Okay, I agree with that. And then next we have I forgot this guy's name. Is it
Vasco shot.
this guy? I feel like this guy's going somewhere in C. Like this guy's not that cool.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
not.
with
There's really no,
Jesus
he's
Burgess.
the drunk guy.
Yeah. Okay, but does
Um,
Queen have aura? That's the real question.
I think
I
so. Queen
actually
is a
think
character.
Queen has more aura than King sometimes. Like than
Yeah,
King.
Queen is a character that is one of my favorite characters, especially
Yeah.
in Wano. But he
Hmm.
definitely goes in B. Like I don't want this to just
Yeah.
be like, oh, it's my favorite
No,
fucking character.
I
No,
agree.
like, it's just
I
like,
think he goes right here though.
yeah.
Okay, this guy. I mean, this guy's going to C. I don't even remember this guy's
Who's this
name.
guy again?
He's the one. He's part of the Kaido's crew. Like he's
Um,
the one dinosaur. I forgot.
the one
He
dinosaur
gets
Kaido's
clapped by
crew.
Frankie. Yeah, this guy is going somewhere in C. We'll put him right here. Okay.
I
Next we
think
got Re.
his name is Sasaki. All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Put some respect to Sasaki.
Next
Ryuma,
Ryuma. Yo, this guy has aura.
swordsman.
Swordsman. And I think another thing about aura is like, do people still talk to about him to this day? To this day.
Yeah.
And they speak about him like he's a beast.
In that era, yeah.
Yeah. Like they still talk to him about him and this sword to this day. And he's a legend. Like I mean, this guy's an actual legend.
There's it's enough said.
Mhm.
There's nothing really else that needs to be said about Ryuma.
Yeah.
He had his own OVA.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
I'll say he's that stuff. Okay, though this guy, I think this guy, this is my king, my glorious king,
Yes.
my goat, um, strongest character in the show right now. Don't even argue with me. Um, he's got one fucking arm, and he did that. He got that aura farming, and
Yeah,
it's
that
like
is true. The first scene,
he could have,
that
he
scene
could
is
have,
actually all aura farming.
he could have saved his
Dod-
arm
he
and just
could
saved
have
Luffy.
he could have
But he said,
dodged it.
and he
He
said
could have killed it. Nah.
he told
He just stood
Whitebeard
there.
I was a. He told Whitebeard it was a gamble. It was a bet on the future.
Hmm.
That's or that dude. Dude, that's like if that's not aura. I don't know. If that's not
Yeah.
aura farming, I don't know what that
No.
is.
No.
I
He
think
farms.
this guy has the most aura in the entire show.
Really? Okay.
Whole show.
He's definitely top
I think
contender somewhere up here.
I think when I think of One Piece aura farming,
Yeah.
dude, like
Shanks does
the
come to
way
mind.
he just like pulled up on Kid, right? Even though he just the badass just fucking sliced his ass in half or whatever. And the way he's just walking on the fucking boat like nonchalant, like dun dun dun.
Done.
Like you hear this footsteps, I'm like, dude. I'm like, yo, this guy's got a fucking
Mhm.
crazy amount of fucking aura, bro.
Okay. Let's see. Next we got Frankie. I don't know how I feel about Frankie. I can't tell if he's B or C. Do
I
you
think
think he's like
Frankie.
I don't know.
I think Frankie is C, to be honest. Actually, no, B. Let's put him low
I
B.
I was either
I,
thinking low B or like top of C. I feel like okay, should we just do low B?
yeah.
Okay. Next, Usopp. I mean, Usopp I feel like goes with like Nami and Chopper somewhere here, right?
Um.
And C.
Yeah. Let's just put Loose up there. I don't know what else to talk about him. For.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like he's just a dude. He's what like we would be, what a regular human would be
uh,
if he was in the One Piece verse.
yeah.
So
No, I agree with
this is
that.
like just a guy.
Okay,
So
next.
Brooke, Soul King got fans, dude.
He's got fans, and also I think the way he fights is actually just all aura. Like
Yeah.
he's the cliche of like the swordsman trope of like unsheathing and then sheathing your sword, you know.
Yeah.
So I think he's. Let me see where are we in the list? He's somewhere like mid to high B, I think, because he got fans, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next
Boogie.
person is my boy Boogie.
And
Dude, Boogie might be
I
S
would
tier. I'm not gonna
argue.
lie.
I would
I'm
argue.
not
Yeah,
gonna
I was
lie.
gonna say
I'm
I would
not
argue
gonna
that he
lie.
actually has a lot of aura because every time you see him and his crew, dude, the people love
They're always
Buggy. You know,
they always doing
they
some
be
stupid
cheering his
shit.
name. You know, like
Buggy.
if I had 1,000 people cheering my name, like I would think that's Aura.
He's failed upwards every single
Failed
time,
upward
and
shot.
I
Like
think that's really impressive. So,
I've done to put a bottle of S. Okay, and
and the
now
next,
okay. Like this is hard because I want to put him in S, but I could also argue to put him the very top of A. Like first of all, this guy is a god. Like everyone calls him a god, you know,
it's glazing. That's glazing.
and people actually I think like worship him as a god. Like is in
Yeah.
Skype here.
And now, if he was around now, dude, he would cause a lot of fucking crazy shit to fucking happen.
Mhm.
I think Enel has a lot of aura.
Mhm.
To be honest, when I was reading Skypiea, I'm like, how the fuck are
I was like, how are they
this
gonna beat
guy's
this
too
guy?
fucking OP,
Dude, he
bro?
was
And it's like not
so
like
strong.
he
Mhm.
only got beat by Luffy over some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like his fucking Luffy's made of a fucking condom. So I think I actually think he's on the top of it.
Okay. I was gonna say
But like
I'd
it's
be
like if
okay.
I was like let's take Aura Farmer, right? Like nah, he'd be crazy as fuck. Just the way like
Mhm.
I think that's a good spot for him.
Okay.
So
And
next we got Who's Who, and similar to his name, Who? Asuke.
yeah.
Who's Who was the reason why this whole shit even
Story
started.
started, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna put him at C, dude. To be honest, I
he's
hate Who's
somewhere
Who.
down here. I don't know.
He got his ass beat by
He's with this
Jinbei, which I thought
guy
was really funny. Yeah.
somewhere. And then
All right.
I think that concludes all the characters. These are repeats down here, and then we don't even know who this
All right.
guy dude is. But now we
All
gotta
right. All
consolidate
right.
the S, like the S.
Oh, well. All right.
So
I'm gonna give my case.
okay.
Uh,
How
for one
about
of
this? How
them.
about we both argue for one person first?
Okay. How about okay? Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Right. Let's give
Who do
our
you for
three
sure want?
Shanks.
Okay,
I think
I agree with
everyone
that.
can agree that Shanks is
Yeah.
like the biggest ore farmer in the whole show.
No.
Like everything he does is just like ore farming.
Mhm.
Shanks is the biggest ore farmer in the whole show. Not only the biggest ore farmer, but he has the most ore in the whole show.
Mhm.
I keep talking about ore farming,
Yeah.
but it's like it's also the fact that he like has it too. Like there's like some
Yeah.
characters here that does try to ore farm,
Mhm.
like but don't got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I like my argument, and I feel like this is very contrary to our last one. Is but and I think this is all based. This might be recency bias, dude. I think especially in the last two chapters, I think Ibu actually has a lot of aura. Like
Yeah.
this person, I think is actually like I know we always talk about like yo this person's like a god. Yo, this person actually might be a god in this
Okay.
story. So I think
Okay.
that's my. I think I'm arguing for Emu in the top three now, which is crazy because in the last time we did this, I think we put Emu somewhere in like middle A or something.
Okay. But I feel like Emu's dumb as hell too. For someone as strong as he is, or they are,
Yeah.
I just think Emu's stupid. It's just like I do agree. Like okay, the way they just pull up on
Oh my
Elbaf,
god. Yeah.
and it's just like you guys are fucking amateurs. Like there's so much shit going on back there, but I'm gonna come here and
Yeah.
just make sure we
Let
get
me
this shit
just piece
finished.
everyone up.
Yeah. Okay, so what I have as my in terms of aura.
Yeah, we might have the same
Okay,
one.
this is
We
very
might
hard.
have the same one.
I think it's Kaido.
Oh, okay. I was thinking. I
He
was
has
thinking.
like the coolest
Mhm.
like story like in a 1v1, never bet against Kaido.
Yeah.
Always bet on Kaido.
Always bet on
Like
Kaido.
the world's strongest dude. They tried to execute him but this many times. They tried to do
Mhm.
this to him so many times.
Even Big Mom
Dude,
captured him a ton of times. Like it just
like
let him
what is going
go.
on? He
Mhm.
has the coolest intro out of every character in the whole show.
Oh,
The
100%.
coolest one.
100%.
And he was war farming and he wasn't even trying to. He was trying to kill himself.
like
Shut up,
that.
mental
That's a
illness.
crazy way to form
Don't kill
aura,
it. Don't
right?
kill yourself, guys. But I'm just saying.
But do you think him trying to
He
kill
tr-
himself with was aura farming?
yeah, but it was unintentional aura farming.
Accidental
Like
aura
he just
farming.
wanted to die.
Yeah. No,
His
his
whole
intros is I think the coolest intro like out of all the
I
characters that
think
we ever seen. Like
I think
the
his
build up was
whole
crazy because we're just like, who is this? Like who are they describing right now? You know?
I I think his whole character is just built on aura. It's just like he wants to die by someone like stronger than him. So like he
Yeah.
thinks like, oh, the person who's gonna defeat him is gonna be Joy Boy. I think that's just bad. That's some
That
Viking
was
shit.
pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
some like that is some like samurai honor code shit. And every single time, like he loses aura in a way that like, oh, every time he wins a fight, like it's like Odin or Luffy, it's always Mickey. There's an asterisk because like someone interfered or
Yeah.
some shit. But I'm like, dude, fuck that, man. I think Kaido. I think like out of all the villains that we've interfered so far, Kaido was the one that's like, oh shit.
Mhm.
Aside from Emu, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, Kaido. It's also because Kaido's the most recent one aside from Emu, but
Yeah.
still, it's like this
Okay.
motherfucker
I could see that.
on
I
some
was gonna
shit.
say for mine, it was either I was kind of like stuck on like rocks, like Kaido and who else was I really thinking? I was thinking like
Roger.
yeah, like the three of them. They do farm aura, but I feel like especially with rocks, we just haven't really seen enough. You know, like obviously we can see like the way people talk about them, like the few flashbacks we've seen, like even more recently with Loki and his flashback of wanting to join the Rocks Pirates, and even Whitebeard just like, yo, bro, you gotta chill out, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, this guy bandit, like his crew was stacked, you know, like he had all these guys on their crew.
Yeah.
So, but again, I feel like it's not enough, like the way people talk about him, you know. Like we haven't seen anything, so I don't think he goes up there unfortunately this time. But I'm actually willing to put Kaido, especially you really reminded me. Dude, his intro was actually insane.
Yeah.
It
It
was like a
was
5 minute
nuts.
monologue. You know, like the narrator was just talking, was
Glazing.
yapping, dude.
Glazing hella fucking hard.
Mm.
This
Oh yeah.
crazy glaze.
Oh, 100%.
And it's weird because like some of these characters like dude, Kizaru's intro was fucking badass, right?
Mm.
But it's just like he did this shit on some fodder. It was like before everyone fucking learned how to use hockey. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's
Oh
just
yeah.
it's like him right dude, his intro was fucking probably the second best one, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, yo, fucking Kaido got it for me to be at
No,
least.
I agree with
But
that.
like for sure, Shanks. I think if I were to make any changes, like I would agree with Emu being put up there.
Yeah.
But the only person that would change is Emu for maybe either Mihawk or Roger,
Mm-hmm. I could see
in
that.
my opinion. But
Yeah.
the thing with Mihawk that bothers me is that I think his whole thing of just like losing interest and holding
Dude,
his
yeah, he
title
just doesn't
because
really
it's
do
boring
anything anymore. You know what I mean?
is I think that's so nonchalant. It just loses interest. It's like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
so
well, it's not.
strong. Like,
It's not
I'm like,
even
dude,
nonchalant. It's just like he just gave up. It seems like you know what I mean.
yeah.
But yeah,
Roger, obviously, king of the pirates. Dude, everybody, he's the one
yeah,
to find the fucking One Piece.
I
And
know.
I think also other characters too would be like Doflamingo. I think the
Doflamingo is
way
up
like
there.
Doflamingo,
Doflamingo 100%
yeah,
is up there too.
yeah,
This guy is forms. But I think this looks pretty good. I wonder how much this actually differs from our other list. I believe we did this in what episode like 4 or something. It was one of the
yeah.
earlier episodes of our podcast, but
But
and
also like
we
some of the
probably
some of the
also
stuff that,
contradicted ourselves a bunch, you know.
but a lot of stuff has changed since like the anime's been releasing episodes and we've seen
Yeah.
some stuff in the manga.
No, yeah,
You
I would
know,
say
it's
more so the manga specifically. Like, I feel like that for me changed Emu so much in my eyes. Because I mean, last time we literally said was like, yo, this person hasn't done anything, you know? Like,
yeah,
obviously, like this person's like, you know, control, like, seems like the antagonist of the show right now. But bro, those last two chapters were kind of crazy. And if you don't know
Yeah.
what we're talking about, go watch our review of the last two chapters because yeah, Ibu is just popping
Yeah.
off.
All right.
But
It
no,
is.
I think
All right.
this is
Let's
a great
let's
list.
let's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys made it this far, which I commend you,
Mm-hmm.
uh, please give us a like and subscribe onto our YouTube channel. It helps us out a lot. You know, we'll next week we're gonna release a new episode of the podcast, and hopefully we'll leave a comment because we might do more stuff like this if you guys like it.
Mm-hmm.
Giving us likes also
Yeah, I'm
lets
wondering
us
what
know.
everybody's like top three would be. You
Oh
know.
yeah, and also put if you have any issues with our list and want to talk about it,
Yeah,
dude,
let us
leave a
know
comment.
because we're wrong all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, we're wrong all the time. So, all right,
Mm-hmm.
check us out on our other socials, guys. More, I promise, content will be releasing there soon.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's been real, everybody. Peace.
See ya.